Hey everyone, this is Melras with Melras Gaming, and welcome to another episode of Tanking with the Brits. This is the series where I go in and play my British tanks, go down through the line, and try to showcase them as much as I can. Today we are on the Crusader, the Tier 5 Crusader. It's the last scout in the British line. I mean, the British don't even have a scout that goes to Tier 8. But it's the last scout, and it's the tank right before the Cromwell. The Cromwell, which is one of the best tanks, or Tier 6 tanks in the game, and one of the most popular by far. But anyway, so yes, here's the Crusader. It is a good step up and a step up in the right direction from the Covenanter. The Covenanter is just an absolutely horrible Tier 4. You just kind of have to bear through it. The Crusader, not so bad. The gun's more accurate with, less of crew skills, I guess, if you want to put it that way. And I don't have any equipment on this yet. And again, the gun's just more accurate, especially firing on the move, that kind of thing. Of course, it's not perfect. But anyway, a good step up. Good in Tier 5, can take some damage. Doesn't bounce anything, of course, it's a scout. But it has a good HP pool. For the tier anyway, for a scout. So 450. As far as hit points, armor 40, 28, 28. That's the whole turret, 50, 23, 29. So not horrible. Again, it's a scout, Tier 5. Damage is 56 to 94, so less than 100. Penetration, 183 to 138, less than 140. Rate of fire, 23.3. Reload time, 2.6, not too bad. Turret traverse, 39.26, not horrible. The gun depression is actually 12. Minus 12, so that's actually like the best in the game, if I'm not mistaken. There are very few tanks that have a minus 12. Gun depression. Let's see here. Most of them are minus 10. 2.7 aim time, 48.48 dispersion rate. That's okay. The Covenanter is worse. Let's see here. 1746 DPM. Still not bad, just kind of mediocre. Again, I've played this to try to get back used to it. Not something that I've kept in my garage. I actually bought it back for this series. Every tank from here I actually have in my garage. And they have very decent crews, except for the Comet. The Comet I have a new crew for. But anyway, good tank. Let's see what else is noteworthy. Mobility. Really, top speed is really the kicker there. 44 forward, 22 backwards. 33.96 track traverse. So if you were to go in a circle just by your tracks, not moving forward or backwards, 33.96, still not bad. Not bad at all. View range has a horrible view range. Of course, I have a horrible crew. 297, I mean, that's nowhere close. Whereas, for instance, the Chaffee, with my Chaffee, it's 450 easy. But, of course, I have a great crew in my Chaffee. So, again, crew makes a difference. Equipment makes a difference. Whole 9 yards. So, let's get into some matches, and let's see if I can showcase this tank. Joy. Okay, so we are a Tier 5 definite scout. Won't pin much kind of game. Tier 7, we're not going to pin the T29 unless we can get to the backside, and even that is going to be kind of iffy. The map is Insk, and we're going to have to start just passively scouting 9-0, as if you were any other scout. So we will see what we can do. We can pin the 37. We can pin everything Tier 6 on the sides at least. Tier 7 is going to be kind of interesting, so we will see what we can do. Alright, so again, we're going to go over here 9-0. We're going to find a pretty nice bush if we can and passive scout. Now, I have a horrible crew on this tank, so don't have 6 cents. So we're going to have to use other mechanisms to gauge if we're spotted. For instance, if their turrets turn towards us. One of the things that we cannot do is we can't get comfortable and sit, especially if we take a shot. We will definitely have to move, because that is undoubtedly when you get taken out. Alright, so kind of found a nice bush at the top of the hill. I didn't spot anything. I'm not spotted, of course. Have an absolutely horrible view range. I should have put binoculars on this. In fact, I have somebody right there, right smack dab in front of me. Right there. Probably their T-37 as soon as I shoot, though. Let me warn the team. Tree down. Again, I'm a horrible scout, but I mean, it could be a Chaffee with a really good team, with a really good crew. And I mean, he hasn't spotted me either because I haven't gotten shot. So, you know, I'm really hoping this Hellcat and the Skoda spot him right there. Alright, so it was a Cromwell. Cromwell's nothing to laugh at, shake a stick at, whatever you want to say. We can push in a little bit because we're not the focus. We didn't pin, squat. Hey, but we got the kill. Look at that. Alright, so we have won this side for the moment. We have won field. Again, we need to stay back a little bit if we can. Try to snipe. We don't have anything that's really... we're going to be really weak against that A44. Let's see if we can actually spot him somewhere. The grill. Let's go into this corner. We are probably spotted at this point with everybody shooting at us. So let's try to get unspotted. Yes, let's ride the red line. Yeah, that helps everybody. Ride the red line. Need to get turned around. See what we can do turned around. We will probably take a shot. Alright, so let's actually just aim. If I am not spotted, that's going to be... Nope, I definitely am spotted. And have to back up now. Have absolutely got to go dark. And they are breaking the buildings around me. Oh, breaking the buildings around me. I am undoubtedly spotted. Okay, but our team in the city is, they are rolling in. Can we get the kill shot on the A44? Maybe, yeah, no. Alright, so. We just crit him. Hey, now we're doing some damage. Somebody else has spotted him. He's just kind of ignoring us. That's good. That is a great thing. Because the T-37, it's not, I don't know. T-37 is nice. I have one. One of my best and favorite tanks. But, you know, we're just kind of using this as cover. Hopefully our team pushes in soon, because that 37 can push me no problem. Oh, no. Okay. Tree went down. That's not 37. That is the T-34-85, and he's going to get me in a one-shot. Yep, but I got a shot off. So not a bad game. We kind of laid back, especially for a Tier 7 match. We definitely helped out and did our job. We had some crits. Did 499 damage, equating to, what does that say, 1437. Win 8. That's without did we get a kill? Yeah, I got one kill. That's without the one kill. So Tier 5 scout was effective. I actually acted as a scout and had to act as a sniper because I didn't have any HP to really push or do anything. And so our team in the city, we had a decent team. They won in the city, and they're pushing in. We have the advantage. Doesn't mean we're going to win this, but we definitely have the advantage. This SU-100 is about to get taken out by the T-34. Let's get put on the T-34-1. Let's see. Boom. Oh, wow. Okay, I was going to say, just shoot. Alright, so their 37 is undoubtedly on cap. We need to get tanks on cap. The 85, I don't know what he's doing. The Cromwell needs help, so the T-34 is going to go help the Cromwell. The 85 can kill the T-34, but the 37, remember, we were shooting the 37, so there he is, 220 something. 220 in health, and he's chasing the Cromwell, which is really funny. The Cromwell should be able to beat him, no problem. Oh, and the Cromwell. Oh, you're going to get shot from behind. Going to get shot. Oh, nope. Very nice. That was actually a very good game, very good cleanup on their part. As far as the Crusader and how it performed, it was decent. I mean, it's a tier 5 and a tier 7. I didn't get in there and really mingle too many guns that would take me out in just a few shots. But again, we didn't do bad. 499, 1 kill. We were support. We didn't really spot much. Again, our positioning wasn't great. But let me do something. Let me go ahead and add for the spotting. No, I don't want to purchase another one. I thought I had one. Okay. Well, anyway, I don't have an extra one. Radio. I won't put one on it. Okay, so let's go into another battle. As you saw in that last battle, again, the Crusader was merely used for support because of where we dropped in the tier. We were low tier. We really weren't even able to scout. There were better scouts, and so we were just support. All right, so this match we're mid. Tier 6 match. We've got some tier 4 scouts. We actually can or should be able to do more here. What we're going to do is we're going to go up to this area, and hopefully we have some guys going with us. We have a good slew of faster tanks and some mediums. We have more mediums than they do, but that means the heavy area is likely to be overrun, so we're going to have to be quick in gaining the B0, B9 area. Again, hopefully we'll have enough guns go with us, and we'll be able to gain control. So again, one thing that you need to notice with this tank is the reload is a little bit faster than the yes, of course, than the Covenanter. It goes to being a single shot. The armor is a little bit better. It can take a few more hits from the same tier. The speed is there. It's a little bit faster. Of course, it's not a Luke's or a T-37 or a Cromwell or anything like that. But it's, you know, just a nice overall average tank. Nothing to write home about, but it can play quite a few different roles. Last match we played a supportive role. This match we're going to hopefully play more of an aggressive role. Sorry about that. That was my my numpad. Nothing went this route. Okay, so that leaves this kind of wide open. KB1 definitely sees us. We're not actually spotting the KB1. That's really bad for us being a scout. But the Covenanter thinks it's going to be slick and is moving in on the side. So we are going to try to counter that, help the Lukes, and kill the Covenanter. Alright. So we played some role. We took a few shots from the Covenanter. Crusader there, but we have a bad crew, so let's see if we can... I need to just freehand it. Up, 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 up. He's got a tank covering him from behind, of course. I should have seen him. Autoloader? Another Covenanter. Okay. See that burst to hit twice right there? That was a Covenanter. There he is. There's a little booger. Hellcat's going to get in there and get a piece. And he missed. Or something. Alright, so we don't have a lot of health to play with. We've got some help coming down. Tier 6, M4, A2, E4. Tier 6, American medium, one of them. And he's doing his job, so sweet. Now we can move up here on the northern end, and we should have a pretty good position to shoot quite a few different tanks. We don't want to auto-target if we can help it. Okay. He just ran him. I'm sure we were spotted, so we got to keep moving. Watch for Artie. Covenanters behind us. Got the Hellcat. The Luke's is going up to help. Covenanter's coming back, so we'll just actually wait for him. Maybe not. Ah, okay.
Ready to fire.
Of course, our shot was short. Let's get up here. Keep running, Luke's. Keep running, keep running. Thought you had him. Oh, bad, 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 bad. That was my bad. Should have supported him earlier. I actually thought he had him and he didn't. So that was definitely, I would say, was my bad. Ooh. You missed. But I got you. Haha. Alright, so as you can tell, this if you watch the Covenanter video, this gun is much better. I actually believe the Covenanter had issues pinning at range, if I'm not mistaken. Even of the same tier, at any range, it just had major issues. One of the other downsides with it. Alright, so we're going to come up here on this Artie, see what kind of shots we can get in.
Target acquired.
He's out in the open, probably aren't going to get any, yep, because it goes over. Should have waited for the focus, but I didn't. Let's keep moving up. Now, as you can tell as well, the damage is consistent. You know, we're not top tier, but mid tier, still 430. Not bad at all with this tank, not bad at all. So we're going to help move up with the Hellcat. Try to see what we can do. I don't know, some kind of support. The SU-5 probably is back up in here with the heavies. There's no way we're going to pin that OI. We can try, but maybe the 85 we can pin. Nope, not going to pin the 85. Not going to pin the 150, not at that angle, definitely. No, hey, can we get, hey, look at that, we pinned him on the side, woo! That was a surprise to me. Let's just kind of put a few shots in here. We won, they capped out 2 kills, not bad. We should have helped the Lukes a little earlier. That was my bad, I thought he actually had that, and I thought the Hellcat had his back, but he didn't. So, again, not a bad game, victory. Third badge, or whatever you want to call it. Fire for effect. 502 damage. Not bad in the game. 2 kills. 76 spotting. Again, I don't have a good crew for this tank. It's not set up to spot or to scout. Hey, look, view range went up to 301. Why? Because the crew skills are getting better. So that'll slowly but surely go up as the crew skills go up. I mean, I'm not even 75% here. Alright, let's see. Anything else in that match to see? No, there's not. Alright, so let's go into one more battle and see what we can do yet again. Alright, so we are on highway, and in a tier 6 battle, we are a scout, so we're not the lowest tier. There's a tier 4 on each team. Actually, they have 2. But, you know, definitely not the best tier. So we need to try to take the B1, B2, A1, A2 area. We have more than they do, so we're going to have to do it quick so that city doesn't fall. And, of course, our Rudy's going to go city. Our 150, where's he going? Okay, he better go city. So, again, we're going to have to gain control of this area long before our heavies fall in the city. We're kind of slow. Again, we're a scout. Not a very good scout because we're not set up for it. But we have good gun depression. That's something we have to keep in mind. We have the best gun depression, I believe, in the game with -12. So that's something to keep in mind. We can really utilize these hills. We can play very steep hill. And we're pretty low profile. We actually have a lower profile than... Really? We actually have a lower profile than fiddlesticks. Let's see, he's gonna go up. I'm sitting. Need to move. We actually have a lower profile than the Covenanter. Now I'm gonna pick this bush here. I shouldn't be spotted at this current moment in time, so I shouldn't get hit as long as I remain passive scouting. But I want to sit here. Why? Well, pretty much I don't know what I can see over on this side right here, but I can see this entire bridge. Well, or at least them cutting across this bridge. Now, we have to take notice. They have their Cromwells and stuff. We got to push. We've got to push. The only thing they'll have over here will be their light tanks. Again, the Lukes. Ooh. And the TD. That's right. TDs. But they won city, and we are kind of dilly-dallying. See, that's not good, guys. That's not good. They didn't have the mediums over here. Their mediums went city. And of course, I do not have the vision that I should as a scout. But I haven't gotten shot yet. But there's people right near me that have a whole bunch of HP they can be utilizing. And now here I am almost definitely spotted. They can shoot through that billboard, by the way. We're not going to pin this. Yeah, we're not going to pin him. But we will pin the side of the SU-100Y. We can get in a good enough position. We only have eyes on his head. Nope. Gun's not accurate enough. Alright, so we have to move. We are all that's left. Our city fell, and we have to move. So even as a tier 5, one of the lowest tiers in here, at least I'm doing something. I'm already less than half health. Anything, you know, higher tier than myself end up having issues. They do a lot of damage to me. And the gun is not treating me well. There we go. Hopefully that Cromwell pushes in, kills him. Of course, Cromwell missed. Boom. Now we have a Cromwell here. That's a 2-shot. Oh, Hellcat, thank you very much, Hellcat. So we don't know what is coming back. Probably more than what we can handle. I didn't mean to do that. Well, that was a happy coincidence. Oh, let's just get what we can. Free shots. Oh. I mean, that's pretty much all we're getting here are free shots if we can. Nashorn's missing. KV2's missing. I'm getting really lucky. And he got smart and got me. Okay, well, you know, you can't win them all. That's how the cookie crumbles. We still ended up doing some damage. So our problem in this match was the fact that, A, I'm not a good scout. The Chaffee should have moved up. But the problem in this match is we hung out over here and didn't recognize, nobody recognized that their tier 6 mediums were actually over on, well, in the city. And they won the city, and we lost. That's something that you really have to be aware of, is what's going on the minimap. So, again, not bad damage for this tank. 481. I'm sorry, 41 and 42. 1 kill. We actually spotted 203. So that's not bad at all. We did pin some. We didn't pin any. I mean, you know, this is just a mediocre tank. It's a good step up from the Covenanter. It's just kind of average, nothing spectacular about it, but not a bad tank at all. Not a bad tier 5. We can still, you know, help and support the team. So anyway, we hope that you enjoyed this video, or I hope you enjoyed this video. We being me and my wife, me and my family, here at Melras Gaming. And we hope that you were able to see some of the things that the Scout can do, the potential. Of course, again, I have a bad crew on it. I don't have it decked out for scouting. It would have been a better Scout had I had all that situated. Would have been a much better Scout. But as you can tell, it has a decent gun, decent on the move kind of gun. Just overall, not that bad. So anyway, until next time, I guess we will catch you later. Have good games, and yep, take it easy.